Welcome everybody to the weekly Sunday live stream here at Crypto Empire. We're a bit later on today, but nonetheless, of course, we're still going to get this live stream in because we have a lot of important things to discuss. Obviously, we just had a major market correction from the all-time high to about $41,000. That was a 40% market correction. So I know a lot of people right now are a little uncertain. We're going to be getting into my thoughts, why I think that happened, and what we can do now to prepare going forward. With that being said, I want to welcome everybody into this live stream. Looking at the chat, we got Michael saying that he has been anxiously waiting for this commentary and insight. Others have their own take, but right from the Emperor's mouth is best. Well, Michael, I appreciate you waiting for this commentary from myself, and I appreciate all of your support. We have a great live stream planned for today with a lot of awesome content, so stick around, grab your favorite snack, put your feet up, get comfortable, because we're about to rock the house live tonight. We also got Dre in the chat. We got Bijou Brazil. We got Luca from Italy. Welcome everybody to this live stream. I want to thank everybody for being here. And with that being said, we got 22 viewers and only 10 likes. Do I even have to say it? Smash up that like button. Let's get some hype in the chat. We got a lot to talk about right now, so I'm going to jump right into my computer screen, and we're going to get right into this content that I have planned for today. We got Crypto Pete saying, "What's up, Connor? Thanks for going live." Crypto Pete, it's my pleasure to go live. I want to thank you for joining me on this live stream. We also got Jiro Rocco and Chip Smith in the building. What's happening? We got Ala, regular viewers all piling in. So with that being said, let's hop into my computer and go over first the market cap overview, and then we'll get into some more of our programming for today. So looking at the overall market cap, we have a $2.39 trillion market cap. Bitcoin, $927 billion. So it's no longer a $1 trillion asset. But I do believe, I'll say it right now, I don't think that this bull run is over yet. And I'm going to be discussing why. I'll be giving you key metrics that I look at. But basically, I don't think it's over. I don't think it's time to hang in the towel just yet. I think we still have a ways to go. Probably going to be some grinding, some chop and slop price action, as I like to call it. But nonetheless, what can we do? Let's see. We got Antonio as well. Welcome, Antonio. How are you? We also have Chris Randolph. What's up, Connor? What's up, Chris? We got CM. We got Amandeep from Toronto. Awesome. And we got Rigoberto as well. All right. So Ethereum holding up very strong. $4,160. Will be $40K one day. BNB, $550. Overall, the majors didn't really take too big of a hit. Obviously, Cardano. We need something to happen over here with Cardano. Terra Luna, though. Terra Luna is the star of the show, and that doesn't surprise me really at all. If you guys did watch my December video, the top 5 coins for December, I said Luna, Matic, Qcoin, Curito, and what was that last one? Casper, that's right. And Casper is holding up incredibly well. Let's just take a look at that as well. If we look at Casper really quick, we'll be getting into altcoin charting in a bit, but just to bring this up, Casper, it respected this daily trend line so well. As you can see right here, this goes back to September. The September lows when we had that previous flash crash with all of the Chinese Evergrande real estate fund collapse, defaulting on their debt. I'm sure you guys remember that, right? A lot of prices dipped heavily. Casper all the way at 7 cents, and it only dipped back down to 14 cents, and it's holding strong at 18.7 right now. So listen, I don't want to blow smoke right now, but hey, those top 5 picks, yeah, Qcoin isn't doing too great, but those other 4, hey, they're holding up pretty strong in a huge sea of red. But obviously, listen, these days, these times, they are never fun in the market, right? I lost money, obviously, right? I took profits on the way up, but listen, days like this make you think, man, I should have taken way more off of the table. So that's just how it is. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. There's obviously some people out there that managed to liquidate their entire portfolio right before that happened. If that is you, congratulations. Not many people did that. So if you're in that very slim bracket of people, well then great move on your part. But overall, listen, these times are never fun. But what are we going to do? Just soak our heads in shame and cry about it? No, we're grown men and women here. We get ready for what comes next, and we prepare, and we don't stay down, right? We get right back up. So with that being said, let's continue on with the live stream. Let's see what everybody is saying in the chat. We got 41 viewers, 31 likes. Go smash that like button. Get that even, please. Would greatly appreciate that. So yeah, overall, if we look at the top gainers, Decred, Waves, nothing up really too big today. Looking at the losers, Gala Games. So the Metaverse coin's taking a bit of a hit today. Some of them are strong. Nonetheless, really it's just choppy at the moment, and I wouldn't necessarily rush into any big decisions right now. With that being said, let's move on with our Bitcoin technical analysis. Algo's doing well. Yep. Such a discount to re-enter right now or add on. Yes, you can definitely bring out your averages or bring down your averages if you did, purchase over the last few weeks as an initial position. Now is not a bad time to possibly average down. Now, looking at the Bitcoin price chart, I'm going to start out on a weekly. Let's look at the whole bigger picture before we start getting into, any predictions of what comes next. We need to understand the bigger picture at play, and then we'll zoom it back in down. So looking at the bigger picture, one thing that is immediately noticeable to me is we're still in an uptrend. Yes, we did break this overall macro trend line, which I do not like. As you can see, if I zoom out my chart, going all the way back to March 2020, that is over here, right? We respected this trend line over here in October 2020, again over the summertime in July, again in September with that sell-off. However, now we're breaking this trend line. Prices underneath the trend line right now on the weekly. I don't really like that. We have to get back above really about $50,000 to reclaim this trend line. But with that being said, we're still making higher lows on the weekly, okay? So we have the September low over here at 39,500, and this low came in at about $41,100 right here. So it is still a higher low on the weekly. The market structure is still holding up, all right? So that in and of itself is bullish right there. We got people saying my face froze. I apologize. Let me get that fixed right now. Get that fixed. Let's see. Rehan, hey Connor, I am your regular viewer. I am down by 25% in VeChain, Zilliqa, Chainlink, the graph. Should I DCA or wait? So Rehan, that totally depends on your strategy. I want to answer your question because I'm sure a lot of people have that same exact question right now. What do I do? Do I buy more? Do I hold? Do I dollar cost average? Do I sell everything and leave? That totally depends on you, where you're at in your life, how much capital you have to invest, right? Not the money you have in your bank account, because obviously you have expenses that you need to pay for, right? You got to pay for living expenses always. So that depends on your circumstances. Do you have extra capital allocated towards your investment plan, or are you going to be eating into the funds that you need to use to basically go about your daily life? So if you have extra funds, I'll just say right now, if I zoom this into a daily, I think that we're probably going to go back and test the lows. That's how it usually does happen. We usually do test lows after we have these huge liquidation candles. So I wouldn't necessarily, I would say to set limit orders if you want to get back in or add more. I wouldn't just say to jump in market. I never recommend using a market order to enter. I would say, set limit orders on key levels on the chart if you do want to continue adding to a position. But if you're down 25% on some things right now and you don't mind waiting for the market to recover, because like I said, I don't think that the macro bull market is over yet, well then the best approach to take is just to basically wait it out, right? Unless you really feel like you don't like the coins at all. That brings me to another point. During these times of major market corrections, what do usual hedge fund managers do? They rebalance their entire portfolio. Okay, when we have these huge corrections and everything is down, it's time to cut the losers and move everything into the big plays that you think will do very well for your own portfolio. So if you want to rebalance, now is a pretty good time to do that as well, right? Cut the ones you don't like in your portfolio and move that capital into the ones that you really feel like can perform very well for you. So I hope that answers your question, Rehan. It's a bit of a dynamic question. There's really no correct answer to it because it depends on your own circumstances. But hey, the safest thing to do if you don't mind waiting is to basically hodl. Hold on for dear life. Let's see what else we got going on. We got Steve Coleman. Welcome, Steve. How you doing? Thank you for joining me tonight. Or I think you're in Australia, so it's probably morning time for you. Let's see. We got Jacob Garcia. We got Dominic. Have you looked at IrisNet? I haven't looked at IrisNet. All right. Let's get back. Well, I'll get to the chat later, guys. I appreciate all of your engagement in the chat. Let's get it more hyped up, right? I want to see some more energy here tonight. But let's continue on with our scheduled programming of this Bitcoin technical analysis. So we dipped down to this September low demand zone at $41,000. All right. Now, this is the daily chart. Obviously, we're going to have our daily candle end in about 1 hour and 50 minutes. And today was basically flat, right? After periods, I always say this, after periods of high volatility come periods of low volatility. All right, we're having that period of low volatility after the period of high volatility right now, obviously. Like I said, I think we'll probably go ahead and sweep these lows. Or not sweep the lows, at least test some of these levels. And just looking at the chart, we have one right here at about 44,500, right? Previous SR flip, support resistance flip right there at about 45 or 44,500. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, no reason to just start jumping back into things. Now looking at the 21 EMA, we are beneath the 21 EMA, which is not good really for price action. But if we look at the 55, we're still above the 55. And I actually want to change this to a simple. So let me just get up a 50 simple moving average. And that one obviously is higher up right here. Let me make that line thicker so everybody can see tuning in from home tonight. So this orange moving average I just pulled up is the 50 simple moving average. And currently price is above that, which is very good. On the weekly time frame, that is. So beneath the 21, but we're above the 50. So as long as we keep holding that 50, then that's bullish. Now if I drop this down to a daily, on the daily we are now beneath the 200 SMA. And now let me readjust my simple. Yeah, so we're above the 200 SMA, but below the 200 EMA. So yeah, really it's choppy. What I think will happen is basically we chop around for a few weeks. If I pull out my measuring stick, and I measure really the time at the top over here, it's about 31 days, right? From the October highs to where we started to decline in November. That was about a month. And I'm going to show you right now how usually when we're up, it usually takes about the equal amount of time to recover before when we go down. So I wouldn't be surprised if we chop around for a few months, or not a few months, a few weeks right now. Also looking over here in September, we were at the top for about 18 days. And then down here, it's relatively accurate, right? We are at the bottom here for about 20 days. And really we can do this throughout the entire bull run. We can measure how long we were at the top for and then go measure the bottom. And they are pretty consistent, surprisingly. All right, looking over here from February all the way to May, we were 80 days at the top about. Now, if we go to the bottom, it's not dead accurate, but this is about, looks like about 70 days. Let me just grab these little notches. Yeah, about 67 days. So what I expect, don't think anything crazy. I'm not really anticipating a big V-shaped recovery and we start pumping all the way back up towards all-time highs. I think we probably chop around here. We go sideways for a little bit, test some levels. I think we probably will test this lower level again here. So don't just blindly rush into things right now. I think it's probably best to use limit orders if you do want to continue to add capital into the market if you're not well positioned yet already. So that's totally dependent on your strategy. And we got Steve Coleman saying that Luna don't care about no crash. Absolutely not, Steve. Luna is on an absolute tear. Quant is my big bag, and I'm considering moving half into Algo and Casper. Hey, that's up to you, Dominic. I do hold Quant as well. And, I'm pretty well positioned in that and Casper already, so I'm not going to be moving any of my own. But, hey, if you want to do that, that's your money. That's your Quant coins, so you can do whatever you want. Now, looking at Luna, absolute chad right here on Luna. As you can see, Throughout all my videos, I gave the short-term trading targets of 60, 70, and 80. Of course, we have our HODL Luna that is staked away, that we don't plan on selling until at least $1,000 per coin. But the short-term trading targets do tend to work out relatively well, right? If I do say so myself, we stopped right at 70. We went back and we tested 60. Then we rocketed right up to 77. We tested 50 again, and we're back up to $68. So absolute madness price action right now. It's really, if you're an active trader, like a day trader, or it's intraday trader, I should say, now is really not the best time to go ahead and really start looking for trades. Me personally, that's not my strategy. I wait for the dust to settle. Let's see. Jero Rocco saying, "Sup, Connor, trying to rebuild my portfolio from scratch. Which coins would you recommend? P.S. You are the best." Well, Jiro, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. I'm going to be getting into some coins that I do have on my radar. But in terms of, some of my top holdings, we're looking at one right here with Terra Luna. And Matic, can't go wrong. Matic also showing a lot of signs of strength, right? It did dip to 157 with that flash crash, but it's all the way back up to 2. So, Jiro, Matic, Luna are like blue chips. We also have FET. If we look at FET, this position, man, it is breaking down beneath the range right now. We'll see. It's looking like we're going to get a daily close beneath the range. However, we did not break this low over here, which is good. But yeah, FET, guys, we're breaking the range to the downside. That's not what we did want. We wanted to break the range to the upside, of course. But the whole market is down right now. Face froze again. My cords, ever since I made some adjustments to my YouTube studio, I got my cord stopped working on me. Let's see. Should we sell Terra Luna now and enter later after one more dump to low levels? I would not recommend that personally. Not recommend that at this moment in time. Let's see. They're going to print so much money? Yes. Yes, they are, right? They also admitted that inflation is no longer transitory. So that's bearish for risk-on assets like equities and crypto. And I believe in mid-December, they're going to have a policy meeting, the Fed, about what they're going to do next in terms of the economy. They're probably going to hike interest rates, which is not good for risk-on assets. We might be in for some turbulence here. But I don't think that the bull market is over by any means. Jacob Garcia, hey Connor, I'm curious, do you teach TA? To be honest, I really only invest based on fundamentals because I have zero knowledge of technical analysis. Well, Jacob, yes, I do teach TA, right? You can go to my YouTube channel and go to playlists and then check out the trading tutorial section right here. That will get you started, right? I have a few hours of content in there. And then in my premium Discord group, I also have several hours of technical analysis education. I'm also developing my premium trading course at the moment, which will teach you everything from A to B about technical analysis. That will be released most likely as soon as we break the new year, right? Let's see. All right. We got Dave in the building tonight and Uji as well. Well, welcome everybody. Let's continue on with the live stream right now. So I just showed FET breaking down from the range. Casper's holding strong. Now, we're going to be getting into some of my altcoin picks. We just got a $1.99 super chat from Mr. Sellers Holmes saying, "You the man." Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Sellers Holmes. Thank you for that $1.99 super chat. Getting some energy in the stream tonight. Shout out to you. You're a legend. Uji is saying, "I have no Luna right now. LOL. Should I grab some? I need to watch a few videos." Definitely watch my Luna videos. I explain why I think it is going to be the number 3 altcoin in market cap. But should you grab some right now? Listen, without looking at the chart, not financial advice at all, but I think it's going to go to hundreds of dollars per coin. So, all right, let me continue looking at dominance. People are saying Bitcoin dominance can't be used anymore as a metric to base the cycles. I disagree with that. I think it still can be used. We just got a $9.99 super chat from Dave. Dave, thank you for that $9.99 super chat. Legend. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. All right, so looking at Bitcoin dominance, we can see that we are testing the lows again on dominance. And with that being said, I will show you the Ethereum Bitcoin chart as well. We're going to be doing a lot of TA this stream. Looking at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, this is breaking to the upside, all right? And when Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, that is very bullish for altcoins. So it's kind of like a wishy-washy market. We're getting signals that it's bullish, getting signals that it's bearish. Basically, nobody knows what's going to happen next, all right? You can have the wealthiest, highest net worth individual in the world talk to you. He doesn't even know what's going to happen next right now. All you can do is play odds and stick to your strategy in the market, okay? But with that being said, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin. So that's very bullish for altcoins. And like I said, look for the signs of strength. Ethereum holding up really strong. BNB holding up strong, above 550. DOT, big hit. Cardano, big hit. XRP, big hit. Uniswap, huge hit. Chainlink, another big hit. Luna doing well, right? We want to look for those signs of strength. We just got a $5 super chat from Wasim Abbas. Shout out to you, Wasim. I greatly appreciate your support. Canadian dollars, so I assume that you were in Canada. So I appreciate everybody. We have a global audience here at Crypto Empire. So wherever you are tonight, anywhere in the world, it might be morning time for you right now. I want to thank you again for taking some time out of your day to be here with me right now. And shout out to Wasim for that $5 super chat all the way from Canada. But yeah, looking at Luna, it will be hundreds of dollars per coin. So not financial advice, but yeah, can't go wrong really. Looking at the total market cap, I want to go through everything right now to see the damage. Looking at the total market cap, we did drop to $1.9 trillion. We're back up above 2 trillion, 2.2 trillion. So we need to recoup some levels. If I pull a fib, currently holding the golden pocket with price. And then let's see. If I take this to the bottom, barely just nicked the 61.8 there. So we have some work to do. I think it's going to be quite choppy going forward. Now with that being said, it's time to move on to the next part of the stream. Do you ever plan on investing in Solana going forward, or is the market cap too large? I think Luna is going to flip Solana, and I have other layer 1 plays. Solana is a layer. I'm talking to Charles Jordan right now in reference to Charles Jordan's question. So Solana is a layer 1 blockchain. Layer 1's metaverse gaming tokens, those are the hot narratives. ZK rollups, layer 2s, etc. So Matic is a layer 1, but it's number 5 in market cap at $58 billion. So from a risk reward perspective, Solana, I'm sorry if I said Matic. Solana is $58 billion. So from a risk reward perspective, it doesn't make sense for me personally. I like lower market cap layer 1s and some layer 2s such as Polygon Matic. And I'll be showing you some ZK rollup coins that might be worth looking into as well. But let's move on to the next part of the stream tonight, which is our Twitter wisdom. Let's talk about what's happening over on Twitter. Tonight we got Sheldon Evans. Sheldon, a big crypto YouTuber. Shout out to Sheldon Evans. Puts out good content. But he tweeted on December 2nd. He said, being emotionally attached to your investments will make you lose money. Realizing that most people are emotionally attached to their investments will make you more money than you can imagine. Very simple quote right here, but it does have a lot of truth to it. Most people are so attached to the money they have in the market because they're scared to lose it. All right? If you're scared to lose something, it's going to leave you. That's a universal law of life, right? Whether it's money, a woman, a girlfriend, right? If you're scared to lose her, she's going to sense that and walk right out the door, say, see you later, go find somebody who doesn't care. That's just how it works. So don't be scared to lose your money. And most people are so emotionally attached, so they start to freak out when things go bad. And you can play on this if you can actually take a step back and not be so emotionally tied to your investments. Because basically, when you're not emotionally tied to your investments, you have the clear judgment to sell when the prices are high. You want to sell into heavy buying volume, and you want to buy when there's heavy selling volume, right? That's the opposite of what most people do. Most people succumb to their emotions. They're scared to lose their money, so they sell when they see their account balance going down. And then they get FOMO when the account balance is going up. So they FOMO into assets, or they FOMO into big prices. So stay safe out there. Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. Don't be scared to lose. If you're scared to lose, you're going to lose. You got to walk into everything like you're going into battle like a Roman gladiator, not scared to die. and then you can literally accomplish whatever you do want. All right, so take with this information what you will, but you need to apply this to your own investing strategies. You need to be fearless. You need to not care what does happen, right? Obviously, you have your strategy in place. You have your invalidation point. If things go beyond your invalidation point, all right, you cut your losses and you move on. That's your trading plan. When things hit your target, you take your profits and you move on, right? You stick to your plan, and you're emotionless, you're stone cold out there. So very important. Very, very important. So that's today's Twitter wisdom. Let me see what's happening in the chat. Let's see, Jacob Garcia. I spent a lot of time looking for long-term gems. My next bag is going to be ring because if you like it, you better put a ring on it. It's a good one, Jacob. We got Fig saying Sunny TA. Hold altcoins or wait, little pump and sell. Stefan, I'm not a financial advisor, so you got to figure that one out on your own. But personally, not really looking to liquidate anything at these lows. We just got a $4.49 super chat from a regular viewer, Don Ragnar. Welcome, Don. Thank you for joining me tonight on the live stream. Don says, Raul Paul believes crypto market cap is going to 200 trillion over the next decade. Do you agree? If so, what would be the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, etc.? Well, Don, that's a great question, and you bring up a very seasoned macro analyst in Raul Powell. Is it going to 200 trillion over the next decade? Definitely possible. Let's just look at the market cap of gold for comparison. So the market cap of gold is $11.3 trillion. All right. Check out the market cap of the global equities market. Just so I have some kind of numbers to go off. So the total equities market is 94 trillion. So gold and equities combined is over 100 trillion. Well, listen, crypto is going to replace the existing financial system. So yeah, I think it can double the current market cap of equities and gold, etc. Obviously, there's a lot of other assets out there we didn't even account for, of course, real estate assets. So, can it go to 200 trillion? Absolutely, in a decade. What will the prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link be? Well, if Bitcoin goes to a $100 trillion market cap, let's just give a random number, nice round random number, that means it would 100x, meaning it would go to, what, $49 million per coin? We've heard Plan B put targets in the millions down the line as well. So everything does really make sense for that. I'm not going to do all the math off the top of my head. Ethereum would probably be trading for 6 figures to $1 million per token, per coin. So it's definitely possible we see a 200 trillion crypto overall market cap. I do agree, really. Listen, the whole entire system is in shambles right now, and it needs a replacement. So definitely agree with that. Great question, though, Don. Really made me think a little bit right there. Let's see. We got Steve Coleman saying, what's your thoughts on Divi, Connor? They signed a huge partnership with La Liga Football League. Never heard of Divi. Let's check it out really quick, Steve. Jiro saying he sold Luna at 77, but he loves the project. Do you think it's worth it to rebuy it at 68? Not financial advice, but yes, I do. I really do think that. It's a good buy. It's going to hundreds. Not financial advice. So let's see. Divi. Smart wallet. All right. Interesting. This looks like a Qcoin gem. Only really in a Qcoin right now. So Steve, to answer your question, I don't really know too much about this coin to say whether or not that's a big thing or not. Can't really give my thoughts on that. Charles saying, do I think Rose has a good chance to grow? Yes, Rose is an undervalued layer 1 for sure. Oasis Rose is definitely an undervalue layer 1. All right, let's move on today to our news for the live stream, talking about the $200 million hack from the Bitmart exchange, right? They exploited Ethereum and the Binance coin, and they went through Tornado Cash, and they managed to get away with it, right? $200 million gone. All right, how can we prevent this going forward? So he said, the CEO says, at this moment, we are still concluding the possible methods used. The hackers were able to withdraw assets, the value of approximately $150 million. All right, so 150 mil exploited from the exchange because of the DeFi protocol Badger DAO. So how can we prevent this going forward? Well, decentralized custody solutions can help us prevent this happening going forward. And one protocol that I have been speaking about quite a bit in November that is decentralized custody solutions is Curito. All right, Curito currently trading for $5.83 with a market cap of $221 million, putting it in rank number 291. All right, what is Curito? It's decentralized custody solutions. We're talking it can manage billions, trillions of dollars in a decentralized way. It has multiple basically confirmations. We just got a $33 super chat from Fresh Personal Trading. Fresh is saying, can't shake out the educated investors. Thanks for the education. Fresh, you are a legend. You are always here in the stream, always very active in the crypto empire community, and always supporting the channel here. I want to greatly appreciate and thank you for all of your support, and thank you for that $33 super chat. Shout out to Fresh Personal Trading. You are a legend. And yes, you can shake out the educated investors. If we know what's going on the bigger picture here, it's going to take a lot more than this to make me even contemplating walking away right now and selling my bags and leaving the market. There's too much good stuff happening. Yes, it's very bleak right now. Prices are down. Everybody's feeling sad because they see their account balances go lower. But listen, you're so focused on the negative. You got to open up your mind to the bigger picture right now, all right? We have a lot of opportunities going forward. Let's not forget, over the summer over here, June, July, August, really June, July, this is when the 100Xs were born, right? With the gaming coins, with Floki. Now, I didn't catch 100X on Floki, but I still caught some awesome multiples. And that was really kind of that was a very good play for me, a very good trade. And I did take profits on that on the way up. But over the summer when prices were down, those were the opportunities to capitalize heavily, okay? Now we're going to have another period of consolidation. I can't guarantee anything. I shouldn't say that, but I will say with a lot of conviction and confidence that a lot of huge winners will be birthed during this time period of these low prices right now. I think we're going to be chopping around, and we're going to have some mega coins emerge from this massive liquidation event. And one of those coins is Curito, all right? This has an all-time high of $9.81. And let's go ahead and look at the chart right now for QRDO on Qcoin. Just me asked me what I think of Polka City. I'm bullish on Polka City. For sure, bullish on Polka City. Be nice to get a discount on OHM. I'm bullish on Rome DAO's RPG gamification twist on Moon River. Yep. So I think Wonderland Time is going to be doing some kind of metaverse RPG gamification thing as well. I mean, who isn't making an RPG game out of their protocol right now, right? It's kind of what you have to do to stay relevant. But looking at Curito, as you can see from my chart, we wicked all the way down to $3.77. Now, the whole entire market collapsed, so this first buy zone looks kind of out of place, but I did expect price to hit the $10 level and then kind of use this price action as support with about $6 as the low. As you can see, I have this diagonal line marking the support level. But anyway, if we do go back sub $5, not financial advice at all, but I would look to place some limit orders down here for QRDO. I think this is going to be a big winner on this next leg up we have in the market. And it has a very, very strong use case with decentralized custodial solutions for large funds such as exchanges. Coinbase, Binance, Bitmart clearly need something after that $150 million hack. So look into this one. This is not an endorsement to just go ahead and ape into it. I recommend you do your own research and see if that does fit your risk profile and if that would make a good pick for your own personal portfolio. We got Kahil saying, hey bro, good channel. Do you think we hit 53K or 46K first? I think it's probably going to be choppy on Bitcoin, but I would not be surprised if we go back and test 46K again by any means. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I think we probably go back and we test these lower levels. So get ready for that if we do see another dip. Let's see. What do I think of UFO? I'm still bullish on UFO. UFO gaming. Let me go and pull that up on Dex Tools. UFO is 55,900 holders. Very strong community with UFO. Let's take a look at this. So many tabs open, the live stream running, taking a little bit long to load, but we will get it to load up so we can take a look at this chart. So it's back down to a $637 million market cap. Okay, so that is pretty low, being it was just at $1.5 billion when it was up here, right? And this brings me to another very important point right now. We see things like UFO. UFO is really hyped up on Twitter, on YouTube, right? I think when I made my video on it, it was, I don't even remember. It was like down here right before it really took off on its next leg up. So with that being said, when you see a tweet from somebody that is not in an entry signal, all right? If you see somebody do hashtag UFO, that is not an entry signal to just blindly jump into it. You need to look at the chart, and it's usually best to be patient and wait for a better entry, right? So UFO, still bullish. Took a nice hit over the past few days, really. Let me pull out my tool. We can see from the all-time high to now we are at a 57% correction. All right, and this purple box is really the optimal level of support at the chart. Really, four zeros and then 2,000 is where you want to look for UFO. Almost there right now. We did bounce. We'll see if we go back and test that level again. Let's see. Don Ragnar saying, years ago I was in a boat accident while on holiday and I had to hold on for dear life to a cable as a bad swimmer until help arrived. That has given me the mental fortitude to hodl crypto. Well, Don, thanks for sharing that story. That must have been a crazy experience you had there. But yeah, that'll teach you to hold on, right? The mind is a very powerful thing. If you know that help is coming, you can hold on for a very long time. But if there's no hope at all, you're just going to give up. So that is why I'm here tonight to tell you that I don't think this is over. Yes, that's my own personal opinion, right? I'm not the all-seeing eye of the market that can control the decisions of what happens next. But I don't think this is over yet. So I'm telling you, I'm holding on. I'm not. There's no way I'm throwing in the towel just yet. So I hope that you guys agree with that. If you don't, put it in the chat. I would love to discuss. A Doug J Bone saying bullish on Nakamoto Games. Yes, I did do. I have brought myself up to speed on Naka. Let's look at the chart. I was actually just looking at this. So this is another kind of gaming studio where they're going to be making a lot of games. I believe they have 3 of them coming out soon. We dipped down to 289. Now we're at 385. So, you know, if you place limit orders down there, you're up a healthy about 30% to current price. If I take my fib. So we did just nick 78.6 here on that correction. And remember, with fibs make it really easy to find a level to place your limit order. Right, so use these fibs, use the golden pocket, use the 78.6, place your limit orders there, and then let the exchange do its thing. Let price do its thing. We got Rodney checking in. What's happening, Rodney? Thanks for checking in tonight, my man. Appreciate it. Any info on Aleph Zero? No info on Aleph Zero yet. Hey Connor, what do you think of Bozin? I don't know too much about Bozin. I know it's quite hyped up. It was hyped up a lot in the spring, over the spring when the whole entire market was pumping, and then I haven't heard too much about it. Don's in Ukraine, huh? Interesting. Steve saying extended bull run. We got confident, humble, beautiful thing. Emily McCormick saying, I wish I had the discipline to sell when high. Emily, that's a very, very good point you make right there. A lot of people wish they had the discipline to sell when high, but you don't have to sell the entire bag. Sell 5%, sell 10%, 15, 20%, right? Just kind of siphon it out. Siphon out your profits. Because when it crashes, you're going to want to have that dry powder on the sidelines. Like my previous week's live stream, right? How to make it in crypto, that short presentation I delivered. One of the rules is to always keep at least 10% in stable coins for days like this. And how you do that is you siphon out profits on the way up. I recommend using UST, put it in Anchor, earn some yield on it while you wait. But Emily, I understand, but you really need to go against your brain, because your brain is not taught basically how to invest, right? We're not taught this in school, the mindset to be a successful investor. Let's see. Mamoon Sky saying, Kirito is insane. It will be huge. The fact that its CEO has a lot of contacts, Michael Saylor, CZ, Binance, and MetaMask being investors, this coin is a top 50 worthy, and top 50 is an understatement. Well, I love the bullish sentiment on Kirito, and I do tend to agree with you in everything you said there. I'm very bullish on this coin. Let's see. Casper holding up well. Of course it is. Thoughts on Sunny and ZKS. Let's see. Real estate is a good option. So Jiro Rocco saying, do I think now is a good time to invest or maybe wait for a bigger dip? Again, that comes back to you knowing your own circumstances and your own trading plan, your own investment plan. Can you afford to put more money in the market without being strapped for cash? Well, then, you know, we do have discounted prices compared to where we were, but we could be in for some turbulent market conditions, and I think we might go ahead and sweep the low. So if you want to put more in, I would say to set limits on lower levels. I wouldn't just say to market buy right now. It's not really the best thing to do. Now's not the time to be making any rash decisions. Now's the time where we want to basically consolidate our portfolio, cut the losers that we don't want, put them in the big winners that we think are going to hit hard, and then go from there. How soon are you going to start taking profit on Casper? Well, I'm up over a 2x right now, and I haven't taken any, so probably around a 4 or 5x I'll start taking some. But I think it's going to be trading for over $1, so yeah, I know I'm not really going against my advice, but my take profit video, I say how I'm a risky investor. I'll wait for a 3, 4, 5x before I take my initial out, especially on something like Casper, where I know it's going to be, with a high degree of certainty, at least 50 cents. $1 for sure is highly possible. So, yeah, 50 cents to $1. 30 cents, if we look at the chart, though, I do have 30 cents marked out. 30 cents is about, it's actually a really good multiple. It's over a 4x for my average. So, looking at Casper, we do have the next yellow line at 30 cents up here. We probably face a lot of resistance there. So I honestly should set some limit orders to take like, I don't know, like 10, 20% of my position out. And then wait for a dip to buy. But yeah, I haven't sold any yet. Have a good night, everyone. Gonna play some Battlefield. We'll enjoy that Ghost Recon. Go enjoy that Battlefield, my man. With this downturn, what's your take on the NFT market? I'm pretty sure NFTs are destroyed right now. If we look at some floor prices, what's my take? I think you should only stick to the blue chip NFTs. A lot of them are just kind of popping up right now. NFT YouTube is just crazy. What it is, really. Free new projects. Oh, the art's really good. Meanwhile, there's nothing behind it whatsoever. Let's see. Take a look at some of these NFTs. It's the floor price of an ape. Pretty sure these are just going up, obviously. Future just bought a Bored Ape. Floor price is 51 Ethereum. So the blue chips will keep going up, but a lot of the stuff that was talked a lot about on Twitter and YouTube that are just kind of random projects popping up, Would not touch those at all. Yeah, Michael, let's take a look at RSR. And Jacob, I'll get to your question about some ZK technology, some zero knowledge, and layer 2s. RSR took a pounding. Looking at RSR, so we came all the way back down to 2.8 cents, currently trading for 3.3 cents. We did go and we tested these lows. So again, leave those zones on the chart, guys, right? I have this demand zone all the way back here from July, and I have this yellow support line. And you can see price just went right down to these levels. I need to clean this chart up. Get rid of some of these lines. So RSR, if we break beneath 2.7 cents, that will just be such an insane buying opportunity. If we see sub 2.5 cents in RSR, I still think, look, it's not happening this year, clearly. We're not going to see $1 RSR in 24 days right now. But I think over the next few months, realistically, 15 cents is highly possible. And even from current prices, that's over a 4x. And if we do drop back sub 3 cents, well, then to 15 cents is over a 5x. And I think that is highly, highly possible with RSR. I'm expecting a Coinbase listing soon. Their mainnet's going live. Their app is continuing to be rolled out in South America, and they're expanding that. A lot of bullish catalysts for RSR right now. And basically, the price action is, just, in my opinion, just a straight free fall down. Look at these candles. Straight free fall. 50% correction. I think this is giving everybody an opportunity. So my thoughts on ZK technology and layer 2 coins, that will be a very hot narrative in 2022. I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point because everybody is saying how it's going to be a hot narrative. So yeah, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Two of the main kind of ZK roll-ups that you want to look into. Obviously, Matic is the main layer 1. I mean, I'm big into Matic, but loopering, don't ignore loopering. All-time high is $3.75, and it's trading at $2 right now. Let's go look at the chart right now of LRC. This is kind of like the main blue chip layer 2 ZK roll-up. Let's look at Binance. Go ahead right now and smash that like button, by the way. Looks like the camera froze. Let me fix that right now. Fresh personal training. Have I got into Flokita NFT? No, I have not, Fresh. Is that on Ethereum or Solana, or what blockchain is that on? Let me know, Fresh. I'll check that out right now in the stream. So looking at loopering, first of all, I'm going to mark that wick high. And we are really in price discovery. This thing pumped like mad at the end of October into November, and we probably will see a continuation of this pump. Now, if I go ahead right now and take this from the top all the way down to the bottom, where did we go? We went right to the golden pocket. No surprise there. This looks like it wants to test it again from this daily candle. If we end the day like this, I would not be surprised if we go back down and test 170 on LRC. And then really there's a lot of demand down here. I'll draw the zone down to $1. Yeah, don't ignore the $1 level, which is right on par with the 78.6 on LRC. This is a blue chip ZK rollup. And then another one is Syscoin. All right, Syscoin currently trading for 59 cents with a market cap of $368 million. All-time high is $1.14. That happened over the springtime. Camera froze again. Appreciate that, A-Dog J-Bone. Thanks for looking out, brother. Let's see. So Syscoin is a we'll read a little bit about it right here. Syscoin offers fast, low-cost tokens, assets, NFTs secured by Bitcoin's own hash-powered decentralized consensus model and censorship resistance. 2,700 independent nodes. Syscoin's ZDAG protocol. The platform offers the option of permissioned Layer 2 smart contract feature, Syscoin Notary, which is useful for regulatory compliance at scale, and much more. It aims to be the next generation decentralized ledger tech, leveraging zero-knowledge proofs to provide the best characteristics of Bitcoin and Ethereum in a coordinated and scalable Web 3.0 platform. All right, so this is leveraging zero-knowledge proofs. We'll look into Syscoin if you're looking for a ZK Rollups Layer 2 play going forward. Let's take a look at the chart of SYS. Let's see what's going on. So looking at this chart, healthy correction. We need more data. Another exchange we can look at. Let's look at this Bitrex chart. I'm just going to pull up Flowkita to look at after I look at SYS. Fresh, is it Floki Tars? Let me know. All right, anyway, back to Syscoin. So looking at Syscoin on the daily chart, first thing I want to do is measure the move back up. So I'll take the low of the summertime and take it to the high it made. And we can see we basically came right to the 88.6. And this is what you call a good old-fashioned M pattern. And in this case, no, it does not stand for millions. It stands for a lower high. Taking a look at this lower high, you can see it clearly on the chart right to the 88.6. And we get that M pattern reversal. That's a bearish reversal. If it was bullish, it would be a W off of the bottom, right? Like this down here. This is a double bottom W reversal that we had off the bottom over the summer. Right now we have an M on SYS. So where are we going? Well, we already tested 46 cents. Let me pull this from the high to the low with the move. So that's kind of right on par with our 50% retracement level. Now if I take a shorter fractal of this move, that would take it to the 78.6. Okay, so that's clearly a strong level, and I mean we can kind of obviously see that from the candles from this price action. Looking at these wicks, all these wicks in the area. So I would look again at around 50 cents for SYS for an optimal entry. And maybe take your first one around 55. That looks good right there. Thoughts on EQZ? Let's look at EQZ. So this thing was bleeding out well before this crash happened. And this looks like the bottom. This doesn't look too good. I mean, this needs to hold down here. Like it's testing 25 cents needs to hold. This is crashing before the flash crash, so it's already weak. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. That doesn't look too good at all. Equalizer. There's a lot of better opportunities out there personally. Let's see. Not sure if you've reviewed FET. Yeah, we already did review FET, but I'll look at it again. Basically, we're losing the range. That's not good. We'll see where we do stop out. So if we lose 60 cents, next level is really 50 cents. If we see sub 50 cent FET, man, that would be nuts. We'll see if artificial intelligence takes off like I predict. It will eventually. We just have to be patient with it. This is not a quick money play here with FET. This is a fundamental play. And I mean the technicals, the fact that we broke down from this cup and handle, nothing we can do about it. But the technicals were screaming breakout to the upside on this. I know I'm not alone with that consensus. I'm pretty sure every person who studies TA would agree that this is a very bullish chart pattern. But market conditions did not fare. We had a huge sell-off. So we'll see where we do stop out. But again, if we see sub 50 cents, I'm definitely going to look to add to my original allocation. And then Link. Pretty sure Link tapped sub 15. Yeah, did. 15.24. Lost this trend line. So let me zoom this out to a 3-day. So I have this channel drawn on Link going all the way back to the March 2020 lows. Actually, it goes all the way back to the 2019. Scratch that. Link is just in one huge parabolic channel. And this is not great. So a lot of charts were on these macro support trend lines. Ferocity, somebody just asked another one that was on a macro support trend line, and we lost it, okay? We broke to the downside. You can see going all the way back to 2019, every time we touched this trend line, we had a pump to the top of the channel afterwards, right? Again, in 2020 here, after the March 2020 crash. Test the bottom of the trend line, we go pump up to the top, retrace, pump up to the top. Test the trend line over the summer on Link in July. We had a pump up to mid-range, but now we just lost the channel. Okay, so that's not good. We'll see if we can recover quickly on Link. But yeah, this doesn't look too good. Jacob's heading out tonight. See you later, Jacob. And then I'll just quickly show VRA as well, because VRA is another one that lost a huge macro support trend line. So I have this channel drawn going back to January, the start of the year, which is really kind of the low for VRA. Back then it was trading for 0.0003. And as you can see with this channel, when we tested the lows of the channel down here, what happened? We tested the top, we broke out, we retested, we went parabolic over that first kind of bull, the first phase of the bull run, that first leg up. Topped out up here at 5.6 cents. Where do we go? We went back to the support channel line. Right back to it. What happened? We pumped parabolically to the top of the channel. Then we retraced to the bottom. Pump up again. Retrace to the channel. But now, what do we have? It's no bueno. It's really no bueno here on VRA. Big fat red candle breaking the channel to the downside. This was a descending wedge, which is a bullish chart pattern, but we just lost the bottom here. We lost the lower support. We broke the overall macro trend line that hasn't been broken since the new year. So Link VRA, yeah, I mean, listen, the technicals aren't looking great on those right now. So let's check out Floki Tar. So Fresh, I haven't bought one of these. Going to be used for special access in the Floki metaverse. Floor price is pretty low, 0.08 Ethereum right now. This might be a good pickup, Fresh. Might have to pick one up. Thanks for pointing this out. We will see. We will see. Can you please check block? Let's see. Thoughts on Kronos Chain and Pack merge? I'm bullish on all Pack's projects, CM. I just bought his NFTs, his new ones that matter. Bullish on Pack and Ash, his coin as well. I mean, that thing is just crazy. Got to go dinner time. See you later, Jacob. Check out Block. Of course, we can check out Block. RMRK holding up very strong. Blocktopia. What a run from Blocktopia's bottom down here. Now, this is a 3. Let's go to a daily. Actually, let's just go to a 4 hour. There's not much price action here to look at. So looking at block on the 4 hour, this looks like we topped out the golden pocket right here. Right, the 78.6, really the golden pocket right here. All right. Then we started downtrending again from there. And we went and tested again, really the golden pocket. But as you saw, the 23.6 lined up perfectly with the support level. Really, it's a demand level, but it's not the prettiest demand zone. The block right now, holding this level over here, 8 cents. Okay. Tested this. Let's actually go back to a daily. So if we break 8 cents on block, then we're going right here to 7.3. But I'm bullish on this metaverse play. I think Blocktopia will be a big one. All the big companies, all the big exchanges are buying real estate in the Blocktopia metaverse. But, this thing needs to recover. It's huge, just rolled over here. All right, so it's probably going to stabilize. We'll see if we do get another drop lower. But this is just a huge rollover that we see across the board, really, on a lot of charts. So no reason to rush back into anything right now. But yeah, the fundamentals of block are solid. And then RMRK, guys, this thing, I want to show you the tokenomics. There's only 10 million of these. Just like Kusama, just like Moonriver, the way they design their tokenomics is totally community-centric. And we see Moonriver trading for, it's down bad. It's at like $250. But if you got into the Parachain crowd loan, you're still up like 2K from putting in one Kusama. But nonetheless, Moonriver $250, Kusama around $300. Both of those have a 10 million total supply, and RMRK right now 10 million total supply, $51. All right, so a good chance this is going to be trading for over 100 in the future. And as you can see, this tested the $28 demand level quite a few times and then just rocketed it off. Had a huge impulse move to 68. I expect this to continue on RMRK. This looks like it's going to do what Moonriver did, really, and just keep on ripping up. This is a Kusama NFT Metaverse project right here, and it looks super good. Now if I take the fib and measure this, so we did use the previous highs as support on the dip. So it really depends how the overall market holds up right now, but this could easily be one of those outliers that rips up to above $100 per token here on RMRK. So again, wait to see if we do have another $40 tap. If you want to hop in, I would layer your buys from 48 down to 40, just layer the limits. But I'm bullish on this one for sure. Let's see. Polka City going to recover? Yeah, a lot of charts aren't looking too good right now. Let's look at Polka City. Oof. Yeah, that's not looking too good. Huge sell-off here on Polka City. Huge sell-off. Let me take a look at the market cap. And why does it sell off so big? Because it's such a low market cap project. That's what you need to understand. The lower you head down into the market cap, you expose yourself to a lot of risk, right? Because they're very illiquid and they're just smaller market caps overall. So it takes a much less amount of money to really move the price. So this one topped out at 283, and all-time low is 4 cents, 4.8 cents. But yeah, this is just, we don't have enough data. Let's see if we can pull it up on Uni. Get the data from the start on this. $50 million market cap, right? It's a micro. So that's why we see such high volatility with it. So let's see right now. Honestly, this could come all the way back down. Let's see if it tests 53 over here. So we had the first huge moves in the spring. We come back down. If I draw a line, So these spring lows are at $1.08, right? So, and that does line up perfectly with these candle body opens and closes over here. So let's see if we can hold $1.08 on Polka City. If not, this thing could be going for a little ride right now. Have to stay up to date with how this one does perform. But yeah, that does not look too good on the technicals. That looks like a lot of metaverse kind of lower cap, micro cap projects. They all kind of took a huge hit. So it's not good. You never like to see that. But hey, what can you do during times like this? Let's see. We got Draco saying, sorry, I'm new to all this. Been in crypto for about 8 months, but I'm trading a lot in Qcoin. Thoughts on Altura? Let's look at the chart. What is the ticker for Altura? ALU. All right, let's go look on Dex Tools, ALU. All right. Can you take a look at VET USDT, please? Mike, I love your emojis. Let's look at VET right after this. Yes, let's look at VeChain right after Altura. Okay, so the problem is this is on PancakeSwap and not Uniswap. So let me go right now and check out PancakeSwap. I'm a very avid PancakeSwap user, way over Uniswap at this moment in time. So we got Alu Wafimi Love in the chat asking what coin I'm talking about. Right now I'm talking about Altura, ticker symbol ALU. So another metaverse play that is, let me just confirm that. Yeah, it's a gaming coin, just as I suspected. Gaming coins are kind of taking a hit right now. And if I go to categories and look at the metaverse, I'm pretty sure everything is kind of down. We just looked at RMRK, which is probably going to be leading the market in terms of the metaverse. But if we go to metaverse right here, it's down 8% on the day, 26% on the week. So yeah, all these metaverse projects we're going to be looking at, that you guys asked me about, they're down pretty bad with this recent correction. But ALU right now goes back to May. This was 100x. Congratulations if you caught 100x on ALU. But really your demand zone is right here. From 17 down to about 12 right there. And then we have some pretty key support at 10 cents for Altura. So if you want to play this one, I would use the levels from really 15 cents makes sense psychologically, the nice round number. Now let's take a look at VeChain. We got Beto saying he got an Altura at 0.001. My man, congratulations on that one. And so VeChain really took a big hit with this dip as well. Coming all the way down on Binance to 6.9 cents. Just a total collapse of market structure here on VeChain. If we look at the overall correction, yeah, this was a 62% move from its recent high. So, yeah, it's a nice little correction right there on VeChain. So we just broke the structure. However, it's not all doom and gloom because we did not close. And also, by the way, I'll zoom this out to a 3-day. Another one of these macro trend lines going back from March 2020 that we lost. Okay, so this is a little bit concerning to me. The fact that we're losing these macro support trend lines consistently with blue chips. These are historical, very strong support levels that have always held up until they don't, and right now they're not anymore. All right, so on VeChain, right to the 88.6. So what I look for when I see an 88.6 is really the entry move into it. When I see a huge move down like this, that is usually when the 88.6 fractal does play out. But VET, man. But it's not all doom and gloom like I was saying, because we haven't closed beneath this support right here at 8.5 cents. If we have some closes beneath 8.5, then we need to kind of consider what's going to happen next year. But VeChain, I think it's probably going to be like BTC, where we kind of go sideways, maybe test some lows, and then chop around and start making our way back higher. But yeah, that chart doesn't look too good right there. We got Django Senmon in the building tonight. What's happening, Django? Everyone finally believes in Luna. Exactly, yeah. All of a sudden, they're like, what is Luna? What is it? Let me learn about this coin now. Hey, I didn't catch Solana. I didn't catch Avalanche. But I'm damn sure going to catch Terra Luna. All right? Let's ride this one up all the way up. All the way up. Been buying it for months. Just buy. Give me more Luna. You can never have enough of that. What was I going to look at right now? Polkadot. Another one. Losing some big trend lines over here. I'm doing this into a daily chart. Nice rollover on DOT. Looking at the overall structure. Holding the golden pocket right now on the larger time frames. Clearly a whole lot of support. I mean, just looking at where we are in the chart, just a whole lot going on currently at about $25. Right, this dotted line actually marks one of my trade entries from months ago over here in September and August. And we're back at these levels now. So we'll see if we do lose them. But yeah, overall on DOT, just looking. So that right there from 25 to 23 is demand. DOT's one of those macro assets that really respects the psychological round numbers, like 20, 15, etc., 25. So let's see if we lose 25. I think 25, long-term speaking, on a larger time horizon, $25 for Polkadot is pretty cheap with where it's going. But obviously everybody wants instant gratification right now. So, we'll see how this one does work out with DOT. But we're losing some supports. But we got to hold this demand over here at 25. I'd like to see that. And Engine. Yes, Engine also. Huge hit. As you can see, sliced through my buy zone like butter. Right? That previously held up. But right now we're back above it. I went right to my previous target as well. Strange how it just wicked right off of that. I haven't looked at this chart in a little bit. So Engine also looks like everything else, right? Rollover, testing support, holding support over here. I really want to see these support levels hold. If not, we go lower. Next most obvious area is right here at about 2.27, $2.27, 2.25. All the way down to really 2. Yeah, all the way down to 2 on Engine. So again, I think like this level I have outlined as a buy zone, there's a lot of demand in here. So we'll see if this can hold. But yeah, this wick down to $2, that's pretty bearish. I mean, but it's a huge liquidation event. So that's just what happens. I think we're probably going to consolidate in this buy level I have laid out right now. Abhinav, does losing macro trend line means we're entering into a bear market? Not necessarily a bear market, but a correction for sure. Yeah, it's not good when we start to lose these macro trend lines, and we lost them already. So, yeah, definitely a correction. That's what it means. Doesn't mean the whole thing is over. Yeah, DOT is definitely a heartbreaker a little bit. Whale Games. Let's look at backs. My guy's been asking about backs for like 20 minutes. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, this is having some action right now. Let's check out the market cap of this. 706. So B-Toy work. You got some alpha, man. You're catching these low caps super early. Respect to you. Currently has a $40 million market cap. If we look at the chart for this market cap, we can see that when we go to a weekly chart, so this market cap went from 15 to now 40 in a week. All right, that's the beauty of low caps right here. Looking at this chart, this reminds me of the shop pump we had when that pumped. But it pumped like 100%, 200% here, crashes like 100%, 60%, 66%. Now it's back up 122%. So crazy volatility right now on backs. And the high on this right now is 0.0027, which is another 126% away. Will this continue? This is a super illiquid, low market cap Qcoin token. So I can't say for sure whether this will continue or not, but if you made profits already from buying down here, I would say to book some profits and don't get too greedy here on backs. Let's see. Please take a look at FET. We already looked at FET, but I mean, I'll show you again. Doesn't look good, basically. The cup and handle was invalidated. We lost the range. The Patriot Matrix, my Luna brother, all day. Holding up strong, carrying right now. But yeah, looking at FET, losing the range right now. Clearly testing this low. I want to really see us hold this low here at 60, 59. The low really ends at 57, 58. Yeah, I don't want to see us lose these supports at 56 and then 51. I do not want to see that happen. On the other hand, of course, we got Luna just absolutely chatting it. $65. Again, we have this range here, broke to the upside of the range, retested. We might come back down and use 60 as support. I mean, we could see another situation where we see cheap Luna like sub 50, sub 40 again. But everybody's awake to it right now to the point where I think it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy again, where it just takes off. So, yeah, I mean, Luna, guys, don't ignore it. This will be hundreds of dollars per coin, as I have been saying. And remember, I'll show you really quickly. If we look at this thumbnail from, I think it was August. Where are you? Luna video. See if we can find this. I'm looking for a thumbnail that was made. Here we go. Luna will be top 10. Right? We predicted this 2 months ago that Luna will crack its way into the top 10. Right? That's called conviction. We knew it was coming. We had to let Solana do its thing. We had to let Avalanche do its thing. Now it's time for the king to actually stay in the top 10. right? And Solana will be flipped by Luna. XRP as well. I don't know what XRP is doing in the top 10. But yeah, it will be dethroned, and Luna will be sat right here, the number 3 market cap spot, and we will all cheers our champagne glasses and rejoice. Luna and Matic showing strength. That's absolutely right. We'll take a look at a few more charts before we end this stream. It is getting pretty late on a Sunday night over here. But 1 inch, 250 in the entry buy zone. 1 inch is not a project to ignore. This is definitely not a project to ignore on 1 inch. What do I think? I think we're in a level to maybe to DCA. Summertime low is 160. We're at 250 right now. So we're not too far off the bottom. Unless we're entering into a sustained bear market, which I don't see happening. This could be 1 inch is like it's so wild, the price action though. It's so volatile. If anybody's ever traded 1 inch, you know what I mean. It's very unpredictable price action. It'll whip one direction. Like if you're long, it'll whip short, stop you out, hunt you, and then pump like crazy. Basically like we saw right here. So 1 inch, yeah, be careful with this. In terms of trading as a hodl, I'm very bullish on 1 inch in the long term. I'm subscribed to this channel, but for some reason the algorithms never actually brought me here. Great live and looking forward to catching up on your next content. Yeah, Dominic, I'm glad that the algorithm brought you here tonight. Glad that you joined the stream tonight. I appreciate your support. And yeah, we got the Patriot Matrix saying that everybody's loving Luna right now. How could you not love Luna? It's carrying. Moon River. Yikes. I mean, look, none of my videos are financial advice, but look, I was bullish on Moon River up here at 400, so I'll admit I was wrong, right? Little off with this one. Little off. Let's pull up the KuCoin chart. I was bullish, you know, this 350 support I mentioned quite a few times, and we lost it now. And yeah, we're losing. It's looking like we could come test this level over here, 170. On Moon River. Let me bring this demand zone up to capture this. Change this to a daily chart. So we already tested this level down here, sub 190. We probably will test this again on Moon River. But here's the thing. The fundamentals don't change with a lower price. That just means it's more. It's trading for a lower price and it's not equal to its value. There's only 10 million Moon River out there, and people who caught it in the parachain auction. If we go to, what is it, crowdloan.info or parachains.info. Yeah, from the all-time high, if you put in one Kusama, you got like 15 Moon River, and at the all-time high, that was 7K per one Kusama. So, yeah, a lot of people took their profits, and now they're allocating to other projects. But Moon River's a layer 1 play. It's definitely a layer 1 play you can't really ignore. So, you know, we'll see if we do get these lower levels again, sub 200. With that being said, look at DYDX. I mean, look, it looks the same as everything else right now. We have to wait. On that note, looking at Bitcoin one last time, I think we usually do come down and retest these lows. All right, so look out for that. A good metric to use is the Fibonacci. So if this does turn out to be the high, what we can do, like the local high I'm talking, we can take the fib and take it down to the low that was created at $41,000. And we can see some levels. We have the golden pocket at 44,500. 78.6 retracement at 43,100, and the 88.6 at 42,200. I would not be surprised to see these levels get tested. Okay? And one thing I want to show you again before we end the stream, going back to a daily from the hourly chart. If we go back to the summertime, so what happened here? We made the low on May 19th, okay? From there, we kind of came back. We retested once, but then for 2, 3, 4 weeks, 1 month, we didn't come back down. But then a month later, we retested the low again. We made a lower low. That was in June. Then a month later in July, we again tested that level. So just be patient right now is the message that I want to leave you. We all want a parabolic Christmas where our portfolios are just printing money and we're sitting around the nice cozy fire looking at the Christmas tree, opening up our presents. But it doesn't necessarily look like we're going to get that this year. So Christmas is not canceled, but it's just not the full-on parabolic Christmas that we wanted. All right, that's okay. That's okay. I can wait till 2022. But the message I want to leave you with is it takes like a month to chop around and then retest the lows again. Then another month, retest the lows. So history doesn't repeat, but it often does rhyme here. So what I want to say is it might take a week, it might take a month, but we probably will come back down and retest some of these lower levels towards 40K. And let's hold $40,000. If we lose 40K and go into the 30s, I wouldn't want to see that. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this live stream up. We had a very, very good turnout for tonight's live. I want to thank everybody for being here. Only 90 likes. So before I do end the stream, go right now. And if you haven't liked the video, smash up that like button. And if you did also, if you're not subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I want to thank everybody for joining me on this Sunday. We got Monday tomorrow, another week to go out there and conquer. So keep your head up. Crypto isn't everything. It's money on a screen at the end of the day. You shouldn't let that affect your mood too much. All right. Keep your head strong, head high. Go out there, take care of business, do what you need to do. Keep on rocking it. I will, of course, be here throughout the week delivering usual content. And then, of course, I will see you again live next Sunday. Join the free Telegram group. And if you are interested, join the premium Discord group for even more alpha. I want to thank everybody one last time for joining this live stream. I'm going to go ahead and end it right now. Have an amazing rest of your night. If you're